Good morning students, welcome again. So in the last lecture we learned some properties of the determinant. So today we are going to use those properties in the exercise 4.2. So the first question is given. Okay, so here determinant is given and we have to show that the value of the whole determinant is 0. Okay, so according to the fifth property, if and each row or each column can be expressed in sum of two or more element, so we can express the whole determinant in the sum of two or more determinants. Okay, so let's see here. First and second column is normal, but the third column is in the addition of two terms. Okay, x plus a, y plus b, and z plus c. So we can separate these two terms by the two different determinants. So write the first column x, y, and z. Okay, again write the second column a, b, and c. But the third column is in the sum of two terms, means x plus a, y plus b, and z plus c. So write only the first term. So the first term is x, here first term is y, and the third term is z. Okay, but here what about ABC? So make second determinant. So write the first column xyz, second column ABC, and third column again A, B, and C. Actually, we have to show that the value of the whole determinant is 0. Now look here. The first column is xyz and third column is also xyz. So we know that if two columns or two rows are equal in the determinant, then the value of determinant is 0. So the value of this determinant is 0. Okay. And then plus again the second determinant. Here the first one is xyz. Here the second column is ABC, and third column is also ABC. So here clearly second and third column is same. So we know that the any two rows or any two columns are same, then the value of determinant is 0. So again the value of determinant is 0. That means both determinants are 0. So the sum of these two determinants is also 0. So we can prove this value of determinant is 0. Okay, so pause it and write it. Okay, so second sum, here one determinant is given. We have to show that the value of the whole determinant is 0. Okay, so here what I will do, I will multiply the second row by 1 and add into the first row, and I multiply the third row by 1 and add into the first row. So in second language we can say that b minus c goes to up. Okay, and also c minus a also goes to up. Okay, that means here in the first row a minus b is there. If b minus c goes to up, so plus b minus c, and if the third c minus a goes to up, so write here plus a minus c. Okay, now look here c minus a, so we'll write c minus a. See, positive a, negative a cancel, minus b plus b cancel, and minus c plus c cancel. So what remains here? 0. So write here 0. Then b minus c as it is, and c minus a also as it is. Again in the second column, I will multiply c minus with 1 and add into the b minus c. Also I multiply a minus b with 1 and add into the b minus c. So same, it will also 0. Then write here c minus a and a minus b. Okay, again I will multiply a minus b with 1 and add into the c minus a. I will multiply b minus c with 1 and add into the c minus a. Again it will 0, and a minus b and b minus c as it is. Okay, so here we can write the reaction is like this. I multiply row 2 add into the row 1. Again I multiply row 3 add into the row 1. Okay, so I multiply r1 with 1 and add into the row 1, and I multiply R3 with 1 and add into the row 1. Okay. Now always remember, if 30 comes in any determinant, the value of whole determinant will always 0. So we can write directly 0. If 3 zeros comes in the any determinant, the value of whole determinant will always 0. Okay, so answer is 0. So pause it and write it. Okay, so in the third sum, here one determinant is given. We have to show that the value of whole determinant is 0. Okay, so here only numbers are given. So also we can solve this determinant by the direct method, but numbers are little bigger, so the calculation will be difficult. So again we use some properties. So here what I will do, I will multiply column 2 by 9. Okay, I will multiply column 2 by 9. Okay, and add into the first column. Okay, so here again I multiply the column 2 by 9 and add into the first column. So here column 2 is 7, 8 and 9. I multiply 7 by 9. Okay, so 9 sevens are 63 and 63 add into the column 1. So 63 plus 2, 65. Again I multiply column 2 by 9 and add into the first column. So here the first element is 7. So I multiply 7 with 9. So 7 nines are 63 and add into the first column. So 63 plus 2, 65. Again the second element is 8. So I will multiply with 9 and add into the first column. So here 8 nines are 72 and 72 plus 3, 75. So right here again 75. So if third element is 9, I will multiply 9 with 9 and add into the 5. So 9 nines are 81 and 81 plus 5, 86. Okay. So here reaction is like this. I multiply column 2 with 9 and add into the first column. Okay, and the second column 7, 8, 9 as it is. Okay, and third column again as it is 65, 75 and 86. Now look here, the column 1 and column 3 are same. So we know that if two columns or two rows are same, then the value of determinant is 0. So we can write here answer 0 because column 1 and column 2 are 0. So pause it and write it. Again, so the fourth sum is, here one determinant is given. We have to show that the value of the whole determinant is 0. So here what will we do? First write first column 1, 1, 1. Okay. Then second column CA and AB. Now we multiply A in the bracket, so it becomes AB plus AC. Here again BC plus AB. Okay, then AC plus BC. Okay, so here in the third column I multiply A in the bracket, B in the bracket and C in the bracket. Now here what I will do, write first column as it is. Now I will multiply second column. Okay, so I will multiply right here BC, CA and AB. I will multiply second column by 1 and add into the third one. So BC goes to there, so it becomes AB plus BC plus AC. Okay, so here I multiply column 2 by 1 and add into the third column. So again I multiply BC with 1 and add into the third one. Again I multiply AC with 1 and add into the second one. So here again AB plus BC plus AC. Again I multiply AB with 1 and add into the third one. So again we get AB plus BC plus AC. Now in the third column, here AB plus BC plus AC is common. So we common out from the determinant. So we common out AB plus BC plus AC, common out from the determinant. So what remains in the determinant? Column 1, 1, 1, 1 as it is. Then BC, AC and AB as it is. So BC, CA and AB as it is. Here we common out AB plus BC plus AC. So what remains here? Only 1, 1 and 1. Okay. So here AB plus BC plus AC. Now here column 1 and column 2 are same. So clearly the value of this determinant is 0. So we can write here 0 because here column 1 and column 2 are same. Okay. So AB plus BC plus AC is multiplied with 0. Then the whole multiplication is 0. So the value of this determinant is 0. Okay. Okay, so the fifth question is, here one determinant is given. We have to show that the value of this determinant is this. Okay. So here I will multiply row 1 with 1 and add into the first row. And also I will multiply row 3 with 1 and add into the first row. So here B plus C is already there. If I will multiply C plus A with 1 and add into the first row, then C plus E, C plus A goes to up. Again, I multiply A plus B with 1 and add into the B plus C. Then here A plus B. So here A 2 times, B 2 times and C 2 times. So we can write 2 into A plus B plus C. Okay. So here we can write 2 into A plus B plus C. Okay. Then C plus A as it is, A plus B also as it is. Again here Q plus R is there. I multiply R plus P with 1 and add into the first one. So R plus P goes to up. Same P plus Q also goes to up. So P plus Q. Here P 2 times, Q 2 times and R 2 times. So again we can write here 2 into P plus Q plus R. Okay. And R plus P as it is and P plus Q also as it is. Here also we can get x into x plus y plus z. Okay, because if we multiply z plus x with 1 and add into the y plus z, and x plus, when we multiply x plus y with 1 add into the y plus z, that we will get 2 into x plus y plus z. Then write z plus x as it is, then x plus y as it is. Okay. Now we common out 2 from the row 1. So we common out here 2 from the row 1. So A plus B plus C, C plus A as it is, and A plus B also as it is. 2 common out. So here what remains? P plus Q plus R. Then here R plus P. Then here P plus Q. Okay. Then 2 common out. So what remains here? X plus Y plus Z. Then Z plus X. Then here X plus Y. Okay. Now I multiply C plus A, means row 2 with negative 1. Okay. I multiply row 2 with negative 1 and add into the row 1. Okay. So here what remains here? Positive C becomes negative and add into the here. So C cancel out. Again here A multiply with minus 1. So minus and plus A cancel out. So what remains? Only B. Okay. Then C plus A as it is, and here A plus B as it is. Again I multiply R plus P minus with minus 1 adding to the first row. So R and minus R and R cancel out, and minus P and P cancel out. So what remains here? Only Q. Okay. Then write R plus P and P plus Q as it is. Again we multiply z plus x with negative 1. So minus z plus z cancel out, minus x plus x cancel out. So only y remains. Okay. And z plus x and x plus y as it is. So here we can write the reaction is, we multiply R2 with minus 1 and add into the R1. Okay. Now here we get B, Q and Y, means second row B, Q, Y. Now we multiply row 1 with minus 1, okay, and add into the row 3. So we multiply b with minus 1, it comes to here, so minus b plus b cancel out, so here b, q and y as it is, then c plus a, r plus p as it is, and z plus x also as it is. We multiply b with minus 1 and add into the third one. So here only what remains? A remains. Here we multiply q with negative 1 and add into the third one. So minus q plus q cancel. What remains? P. Here we multiply y with negative 1 and add here. So what remains here? Only x. So we can write this reaction like this. We multiply row 1 with minus 1 and add into the row 3. Okay. So again we got A, P and X, A, P and X. Now we require C, R and Z. Okay. Here we common out 2. So write here 2 and 2. Now we add row 3, okay, with negative 1 and add into the second one. So first one B, Q and Y as it is, okay. We add A with minus 1, add here. So minus A plus A cancel. So what remains? Only C remains, okay. Then we multiply P with negative 1 and add here. So what remains here? Only R. And here multiply X with negative 1 and add here. So what remains? Only Z, okay. And A, P, X as it is. So we can write, we multiply R3 with negative 1 and add into the R2, okay. So here also we get CRZ, but here we need APX in the first row, but here it is in the last row. Again we need BQY in the second row, but here in the first row. So we exchange the rows, means we exchange row 2 and row 3, means row 3 goes to row 2 and row 2 goes to row 3. So here 2 B, Q and Y as it is. So row 3 means APX goes to row 1. So here A, P, X, okay, and second row goes to here C3Z. But we know that if we exchange two rows or two columns, then the determinant will opposite. So here our determinant is positive, so it becomes negative. Again, see, we get CRZ as it is, but here APX in the second row, but we need it into the first row. So again we will change it. So what will we do? Here we exchange row 1 and row 2, okay. So here negative 2, so row 1 goes to up, so here A, P and X, and row 2 goes to up and row 1 goes to down, so here B, Q and Y, and last one as it is, okay. But here we exchange row 1 and row 2, so determinant, the sign of determinant will change. Here the sign of determinant is negative, so it becomes positive, okay. So here RHS is like this.